2 years ago, I was doing a Minecraft series when Caves and Cliffs came out. It had never gotten far, it only reached about 2 episodes, plus the third one, which was a work in progress, but sadly now, recently my hard drive has been corrupted, which had the files. Sorry, you're never gonna see that again. With the upcoming release of Minecraft 1.21, it will feature trial chambers, dog variants, bug? The little skeleton, the poisoned skeleton thing, and so much more. And the fact that I've recently gotten Java Edition, if any of you have seen my last Minecraft video, with all that in mind, I've just decided, you know what, the only logical thing for me to do is make a whole new survival series. Let's see how that goes.
Let's begin our brand new journey with a new world. The name will change as we move along with this series. Now let's activate all the experiments. With that being done, we can now create the new world. Now the world can begin. So I'd realized we spawned in a savanna biome, so I immediately went to go chop the wood down. Made a wooden pickaxe so I could mine the stone for some stone tools. Went on ahead to grab some food. Then I went to the plains biome since the savanna biome is pretty boring. Then I decided to go to the forest biome, which contains one of the new 8 wolf variants that you find in this new update, the woods wolf. This wolf is definitely the most common out of them all. But for now, I'm not going to worry about the dogs, and worry more about my survival before I do anything else. So I'm going into this cave to grab some iron. I decided to return to the surface so I could smelt all the iron. I also grabbed the first flowers I see so I can make all the wool the same color. I made the wool the same color so I can make a bed. Once one of the iron was cooked, I used it to make a shield to protect myself. While waiting for the rest of my iron, I went to chop some trees down to make some chests, because where I'm stationed right now is going to be my new base for now. Little did I know, this base would be more of a permanent one than a temporary base. Now with 5 more iron, I can make an iron pickaxe and an iron sword. I'm gonna quickly get as much wood as I need, because I'm gonna quickly get to building before it gets night. Also, using the last 5 iron I had, I decided to make a helmet. Now that the house is for now done, I went out to hunt, especially for skeletons. I ended up finding some skeletons. Thank God I wasn't doing this on hardcore, because later on this would happen. Resulting in my death. So I did go back for my stuff. Sadly not all of it. I think some of it went off a cliff, went all the way back home, and went to sleep. Now it's officially day 2. I immediately began by clearing some of the mobs, like for example killing the zombie over here. Anyways, I go out and kill all the rest of the mobs that are just chilling under trees like skeletons and zombies. Afterwards, I had to terraform around the house because there was just dirt everywhere. I decided to make a chest specifically for bones, so I don't get confused when I have to look for some bones. I decided to return to the cave to look for any exposed iron that might be around. And for some coal as well. Then proceed to return back the way we came. I had to go recraft a shield since I lost my original shield from the skeleton kill from before. I would then create some boots then log out for the day. Nah, just kidding. I came back one more time for the day. I took the opportunity to use cobblestone walls to build around my base. First though, I should probably go to sleep. Now is a new morning of day 3, it's time to start building this wall. So, I did kind of get a bit sidetracked to make this strip mine kind of thing here. Sadly though, it's never going to get used, ever. This took most of day 3, though luckily this gave us enough cobblestone to use on the wall. Okay, I do realize I wasn't in there for too long, so we're just going to keep building the wall. Now that I have some walls, I feel even more safe. Now that's all done, I made a bucket so I can fill it with water and do some clutches with it. Then I went back to strip mining. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. I didn't get anything. As it became night on day 4, I decided to stay up this time because I was hunting for skeletons because I wanted as much bones as I can. I decided to sleep, even though, as you can see, the sun is rising on day number 5. I did the usual clearing of mobs when I get the chance. I had found this small opening that I thought would be worth checking out. Going down there is pretty much worth it. I got a fair bit of iron down there, and there's still more to grab. That trip took an entire day, though this time I'm staying up again. I had managed to finish my set of iron armor. I would also change the flooring of my house. Don't worry, this will change a lot in the future. Also as well hunting at the same time. Yeah, I will be changing this in the future. There really wasn't much to hunt, so I eventually just went back to sleep, ending day 5. It is now officially day 6. Started off by destroying the trees 𝗵𝗏 had tried to save. Then took out some of the sugarcane I found right outside my house. Then went to grab some ingredients with some orange dye since I didn't like my purple bed at the moment and needed something new. I decided to make an infinite water source and also dug up some grass so I could make some glass windows for my house finally. And also the reason I made the infinite water source was so I could place the sugarcane around it. Knowing me though, I got distracted again and went out adventuring in the process, which did kind of benefit me. First of all, I found a ruined nether portal. Before going into the water, I went to my right. That is how I end up finding the woods wolf. After 6 days, I finally have gotten the woods wolf. Sadly though, I didn't have any bones, so I had to pack it up in a boat and run all the way back for it. First of all though, I had to go and sleep before I go back for the dogs. It is now day 7, and the first thing I did was immediately grab all the bones I had in my chest and run back for those dogs before they despawned. Though I do realize this isn't bedrock, so that wouldn't immediately happen. You can see how happy I was in the chat, especially when I finally tamed the dogs. I also grabbed another dog on my way back as well. He ate all of my bones. So I immediately went home with the dogs afterwards. Then I ran all the way back to the ruined portal I completely forgot about. Got some pretty useless loot. And then ran all the way back home so I could start naming the dogs. First I bred the dogs so I could have one extra. Before I name the dogs, I'm gonna finally get back to what I was doing before I got sidetracked. Make windows and a sugarcane farm. We first dyed my adult dogs so that we could tell which one is who. Now it was finally time to start naming the dogs. This took minutes on end. So in the end we ended up naming them Edward, Sasha, and Doug. So it took so long it became nighttime, so I had to go to sleep. While I sleep, have a look at the chat logs. Yeah, it took a bit to eventually find a name for these dogs, but it doesn't matter, we finally got one.